Alright. Tuesday, May 20th, 8 o'clock in the morning. On the money. 8 o'clock. Alright. Windy as hell out. Nasty as hell out. End of May. And it said one right before I walked in here, 53 degrees out, and it's not going to get any warmer for like 3 or 4 days. Let's see. Body's doing good. All my stupid little health thingies, World Watch, Ring, all this stuff says my recovery is improving, and I'm according to these things and my watch and everything, I'm doing actually really well, but my bowels are on the fritz. Like I said a few days ago, I've been having a little blood, but for a while there I was like riding the line between ulcerative colitis flare and not. Now I'm not, because I can sometimes, not all the time, change everything, but then again, if you have bowel disease, more than likely you've had or have a hemorrhoid, and the bastard I got is just being a piece of shit, and I just go get it taken care of. But again, I'm on high doses of blood thinners, and that's kind of the reason why I don't get my veins in my leg fixed, because anything that has to do with blood, fixing medically wise, comes clot risk, big time clot risk. And in my case, I already have, according to my doctors, my gene for one part of the clotting process is like turned on all the time. So basically my clotting is like constant, because you get genes, you get either a clotting process factor 1 through 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, I don't know, I think it's 1 through 5. But mine's, I have factor 5 Leiden, the double allele version, which I got a bad gene from both my parents, which means, according to the doctors, what they told me is my clot gene was turned on, and it's like locked on, so it's constantly on. And in a healthy person, your clot gene or your clot process turns on and off constantly for clotting all around your body. For, you scratch yourself, clot. And if people don't realize this, but your veins and vessels and arteries and stuff get damaged inside as well, so your clotting process constantly clicks on and off to repair stuff inside and outside. Well, mine just got flicked on, and I need the blood thinner to thin me up just enough so no clot forms nasty enough to fucking kill me or screw me up in some fashion. It's kind of a weird feeling if you think about it all the time. It's like Russian roulette, basically. You got a gun to your head with one bullet, boom, 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 boom. Which one's gonna fucking pop out and smoke you? And again, if you think of shit like that all the time, you'll go literally fucking mad. But yeah, and then I got the ulcerative colitis as well, which is a bleeding issue. So I got, like I said before, a shit cycle. They all interact with each other, all my diseases, but then nothing like if I do something good for my back issue, it's not good for my bowel or blood issue. If I do something good for my blood issue and it's good for my bowel issue, it's not good for my back issue. It's like I can't find, besides exercise, one thing that is like good for the whole cycle. It's weird. But that's why I exercise like a madman all the time, because exercise is the one thing that all my issues respond well to. So I'm here to do hardcore abs. I did a real weak arm workout due to my forearm, because I wanked it out because of my damn cane. When you overly use one part, like if you work out and you're using your whole body, right? If you don't tweak something, right, or don't overuse something, or don't overweight your workouts and stuff, or over rep them, you won't pull anything if you do it responsibly and smart. But like if you use something, say a cane, with one side of your body with one arm, a lot of the times you're gonna overuse it, you know. And like I said before, I try not to use my cane as much as possible because of that reason. And I don't want to be reliant on something as much as possible. I should actually be in a wheelchair if you see my back when I'm doing my walk. I mean, I'm literally fucking wheelchair eligible. Well, fuck that shit. I will not get in a wheelchair. Alright, it's Tuesday, mile walk, no weight, no incline, 2.7 speed, and then abdominals. I'm sticking with my 10 pounders. I'm just gonna smoke it out because knock on wood, nothing's wrong with that section of my body. So, well, besides some bloat from my ulcerative colitis, doing the ab workout, I can get around it if it's not too bad, which I'm feeling pretty good. So, didn't really raise my heart rate yesterday with my arm workout due to my arm. Can do abs. I'm gonna smoke my abs. And then Wednesday's my day off, and then Thursday is back day, and I'm gonna do a real light back day so I don't tweak my arm, but I can continue working out. So time to smash my abs as much as I can, spike that motherfucking heart rate up, and move some of this fluid and burn some of this extra energy off that I didn't use yesterday and it built up today. So without further ado, let's do the walk. Mile walk, here we come. Especially before I have to piss myself again. So I always go to the bathroom before I come in here, and I sit here and jabber like an idiot. And longer I jabber like an idiot, the more I'm gonna have to piss myself. So let's go. Alright. Move Planty out of the way. Oh my god, this bitch is heavy. Damn. Alright. Oh, it's fucking freezing. Alright. Okay. Alright, wet the throat and mouth. Just to moisten stuff, you don't want to. See where I'm at in the damn camera there. Peel it just a pinch that way. I want to make sure. Okay, whatever. Alright. Alright, I turned the ring on about 15 minutes ago. He's running for my walk and my abs. Always on display, headphones. Polar's hooked up, phone, got my air from yesterday that I opened and I shouldn't have, full water, clean towel. Let's go. Alright. Indoor walk, and as you see, 40-mile-an-hour gust winds out there, which is fantastic as well. Indoor walk, bump, 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 and we're rolling on that. Oh. The bugs out of your eye, wash the fluid from underneath your eyes. Again, lose fat first, lose your weight, because fat gathers everywhere, including under your eyes. So if you think you have bags under your eyes, and you do, and you're overweight, well, it's just fat. So, and the water hangs out with the fat too. So, no matter how much you whoosh the water and fluid away from under your eye, fat's still there. So, alright. Okay. Alright. Make sure the shorts are in the right position here. I'm really weirdly anal about where my shorts are. Okay. I'm about 50 seconds in here. He is in. Alright. Alright, minute 1:02. Here we go. Alright, 2.7. Let's go for the mile here. Make sure I'm in a zero incline. Can't tell. 0.5 when I normally used to do this before. It's kind of hard to tell. You can tell, but you can't also. It's weird. Alright. still tweaking in my right heel. But considering all the other issues and discomforts that I have, that's minor. Very, very minor. This should get rid of some of the bloat too, so that's kind of one of the big reasons I do this, besides fluid movement and setting my body up for that, pain relief, cardiovascular, everything. Relocating fluid out of my bowels to the skeletal muscles. That's actually the main reason I did this. Okay. Up now, toe. Or don't play the song. Oh, that's great. We're cutting some fucking... Don't make me reset. Piece of motherfucking shit. Do your job, junk bird. Rolling up on a half mile. 0.03. Oh, according to him, I'm 0.51. Half mile. of a mile. Three-quarters of a mile. '97, 98 beats. I was right at 73, 74 beats before I started. And that's right on money. That's like perfect. I probably burned through all that fucking iron I just got 3 weeks ago. Hope not. .9, 0.1 left, 3 minutes, 2-minute cool down. Did you seriously stop again? thing says 0.98, so 0.02 ahead. Mile. $22.14 mile. Round up 45 seconds. $1.4. .8. Done. Alright, mile walk done. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, show you my mile walk here. 131 active calories. Again, 140 to 160 is my honey zone. And again, it does go to 130, even 120, or 160 or 170 active calories too. But my heart seems to be, that is mile walk on Tuesday, 131 active calories. Now it's odd. It seems like my heart's running more efficiently right now. The more efficient, the lower your heart rate is resting and working, means your heart is functioning a lot more efficient than it usually is. You're on a cleaner diet, you're not intaking a lot of sugars, processed crap, chemicals, you're sleeping good, you're exercising regularly, and when the lower your heart rate is, the better. So I always judge it by your nighttime heart rate. So like, find the lowest heart rate you get in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, the better. Like, basically, if it's around 40 beats, give or take, you know, if it dips down to around 40 and then kind of spikes up and kind of does a parabola thingy, again, not so good. You want it to like drop to 40, give or take, and then stay there, sustained throughout the night. That means you're getting, good sleep, depending on your sleep stages. But that just means your heart's functioning a lot more efficient than normal, or usually. If your resting heart rate, like just while you're sitting down, is like 70 or above, you got to change your shit, right? Because a resting heart rate at 70 isn't bad, but it just means stuff in your life isn't functioning correctly. You shitty diet, you're not working out, many other factors, illness, blah blah blah. But as you can see, as ill as I am, I still manage to get my heart in a great zone to where, you know, you consider me extremely healthy if you were to look at my stats over the past couple days. You wouldn't suspect me to be ill at all if you looked at how my heart's been. If your resting heart rate's like 80, between 80 and 100 or above 100, well, you're pretty fucked. I'd immediately change it right away, because it is not good. I mean, it is just not good on 1,000 different levels. So yeah, your resting heart rate should be basically, 50 to 70. The lower the better, right? In the 50s, low 60s is the best, when you're just sitting around doing nothing. When you sleep, dipping down, for when I was really cranking it out last year, I think it was, I had some of my lowest sleeping heart rate. I think it was one time it was down to 29 beats, 29, then 31, and low to mid 30s. That's really good. That, if you read about, I think it was that Usain Bolt, I think it was, I read an article or whatever, his sleeping heart rate was I think it was, or maybe it was that swimmer guy, whatever the fuck his name was. That guy that broke all those records. I don't know. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. The guy with stumpy legs and a giant torso and long arms. What the hell's that guy's name? Phelps. I think it was either him or Bolt, but because they exercise like they do, and I'm sure they eat a little on the cleaner side, I'm hoping, but they had low to mid 20 heart rate in the middle of the night. If you're an extreme athlete, you're gonna have 30s at least. And the cleaner you eat, the better it is. But best is 40, give or take, right? If you're an average person. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yakking here because I'm just burning time and energy. I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'll be right back with abs.